Ooh, what's up, gang? It's Duece Almighty. Alright, and episode five of the Road to Pro series. Um, we're 13 days away from being a professional fighter. 13 days away. Shit, let's go. I just got back from supporting one of the homies. Shout out Melvin. He got a book called From Nobody to Somebody. And that just dropped today, which is Sunday 11/2, so November 2nd. So go get that, man. We used to work in a warehouse together. He quit like a little bit before I did. He's like a full time fucking dancer, dancing instructor, model. He wrote a book, author. So go support the homie. His Instagram is House Mel, or just type in Melvin. What's his last name? That's a great question. House of Mel. Just type in House of Mel. House as if you were German, like Hoss. But yeah, go support the homie. We are 13 days out from completing the task of becoming a professional fighter, a professional Muay Thai fighter. If you're new here, Muay Thai, which is punches, knees, kicks, elbows, sweeps, knees to the face these days. No elbow pads, no knee pads, just 10-ounce gloves. Just 10-ounce gloves. So yeah, very, 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 very excited, very happy. Um, Training camp has been amazing, amazing. I got sick last week, uh, and I was able to take 2 or 3 days off, just chilling. Honestly, when I take days off, really like one or two of those days was me sitting on this couch behind me, crisscross applesauce, and my jammies, watching copious amounts of movies. um, so yeah, back healed up. Shout out Jeff Lee, my strength coach, my Strausidus. Shout out him for like he was like, yo, you need to be having this much zinc, this much vitamin B, this much D, this much Z. He gave me the whole alphabet. So I spent like honestly, I went to Walmart, spent maybe $10 on all the vitamins I needed to like get back healthy. So maybe them shits be working. Maybe I should be taking my daily vitamins. Maybe. Um, Album I'm always listening to. Some rap songs by Earl. It's my favorite album probably of all time. My three favorite albums. Let me see if I can do it off top. My three favorite albums. Some rap songs. Damn by Kendrick. Um, Shit. Three. Half Evil, but not that. Oh shit. Dang. I have a third favorite album. That's a hard one, I guess. I guess that's a difficult one. So let's just go with those two, and then oh, Nothing Was the Same by Drake. Come on, dog. Those three are my favorite three albums. Favorite three albums. One at number one. Okay, I'm lying. They can change interchangeable and shit. Drake, Nothing Was the Same. Damn, Kendrick. Some rap songs by Earl. Um, Shit. Why? Uh, all of those are almost like winter albums. Nah. Damn by Kendrick is not a winter album. That's a all year round. They got everything you want on there. Great storytelling albums. That's pretty much like my main thing. That I need for the album to sound good or be good to me. Storytelling. Some soul samples on there. Uh, some bars I never heard before. Um, yeah. That's pretty much it. Um, but yeah, this week, actually today I had my fastest mile I've tracked and ran. So it was a 6:09. So I'm so ready. I am really ready to become pro. Like I am really ready. My legs feel good. My lungs feel good. Um, I haven't smoked in months. If you know me, months is crazy. I was born on the same day as Bob Marley. Like, so not smoking is insane. Um, I did have one question from all this past week, and it was what was the difference that I made going from amateur to pro? And really, it was not smoking, not drinking, and no porn. Them three things. Getting away from the adult content and like, I mean, you grew up a dude, bro. That shit's in your face. Whether it's influences, people you're around, older people you're around, like the shit pops up into your life. And trying to get over that. And like, I have like an amazing girlfriend and like a beautiful girlfriend that I love like to the depths of the earth. Um, Not girl but woman. And shout out Lauren. But yeah, that's like something that I really had to get over. I gotta grow the fuck up, bro. I gotta grow the fuck up. So no porn. No alcohol. Alcohol is easy for me. I'm a light drinker, anyways, bro. You give me two Modelo's, I'm gone. That's it. Two Modelo's and a tequila shot. That's it for me, bro. I'm off the walls. So, uh, drinking was very easy to stop. Smoking was the hard one. Smoking was the hard one to quit. I mean, I've been smoking regularly since I was 18. That's the first time I ever smoked. Uh, I'm fiddling with this pop filter, so I'm gonna just take it down. Um, but yeah, not smoking was the thing, especially when you kind of make it a part of your identity. Hey, like I'm born on the same day as Bob Marley, you know. I had the whole locks going on, so it was just really um trying to like almost recreate who I am and what I stand for. Um, but yeah, not smoking has been the hardest one, especially like you're addicted to. I mean, I smoke backwoods, so I haven't smelled a backwood in 2 months, you know, and like that addiction to nicotine, that addiction to tobacco, um, along with the weed and like the effects that come with it. Um, so that's been the thing that's been most difficult, but also what I feel like I changed um, going from amateur to professional. Uh, I doubled up my training. I do everything more. I would used to train 4 or 5 days a week. Okay, 5 days a week. Now I train seven. Um, my rest days are active recovery days rather than just chilling, or partying. Like, bro, if you know me, you know I love a good goddamn party. So I like absolutely killed that. And it's not like I can't go and have fun, but we live in Asheville. The nickname for Asheville is Beer City, bro. So if you type in Beer City on Google, this is what pops up. And there's infinite amounts of breweries and bars. Like there's more breweries and bars than there's fucking gas stations. Like you, and we live in the South, so you can buy alcohol or at least beer everywhere. Like Walmart sells beer, like, and wine. Fucking every store you go, every gas station you go into, everywhere. Some of the coffee shops I'm sure probably sell fucking alcohol. Like there's a gym in town that has a liquor license that sells alcohol in the gym, in the fucking gym, bro. So it's like you can't escape it. So that's been the thing that's kind of cutting out the shit that really attacks your body. And I feel like I feel a difference. I took the deep breath to check my lungs, to see how different I feel, especially with the not smoking. I would like you could feel like a pit in your lungs when you inhale and like it like kind of stops. So being able to just um lets me know that my lungs aren't like constricted, which is really good. So now for the next 2 weeks for me, just working on my eyes, making sure my coordination is well, making sure I'm seeing strikes, making sure I'm not really blinking, when strikes are coming at me. Working on defense. But the biggest things I changed were literally just those three. Just taking out the things that you don't really fucking need. That most fighters, not I don't want to say most fighters. Most fighters are alcoholics and smoke every day. Um, uh, the elite fighters. When you're talking about Floyd Mayweather, that's the kind of elite I'm talking about. When you're talking about Muhammad Ali, um, they ain't do none of that shit. Well, I don't know about the porn, but um, yeah, or women in general. But I am loyal to my lady. So I don't ever have to worry about that, or we don't ever have to worry about that. Um, but yeah, taking out that stuff, kicking up training, and then when you pick up the training, what changes isn't necessarily the hours that you're training, because I'm like, oh, I doubled up my training, so it's not necessarily that I'm training twice as hard. Some of those days are light, and when I mean light, I mean my kind of light, not breaking a sweat. I mean technique days. Every week I go over my techniques, the foundations of the techniques, like the things that you learn when you first join a gym. Um, So going over my footwork, making sure I'm on my toes, making sure my hands are on my head, making sure when I move right, I use my right foot. When I move left, I move my left foot. When I go backwards, I use my back foot forwards, forward foot. Making sure when I quarter turn, I don't get narrow. I stay boxed and squared. Making sure when I sidestep, I don't get narrow. And then at this elite level, it's a lot of taking out space. So rather than if I'm like here and I quarter turn, oh my gosh, oh my, I never mind. I'm not even gonna try that. Um, when I quarter turn, it's not this huge step. Like let's say if I was using a book, this is the book that I've been reading. But like if I'm using a book and I quarter turn, I'm staying in the same spot. I'm not moving super far out of range and getting myself out of range. And that's something that I'm learning from boxers, Boots Ennis, Terrence Crawford. Just like it is a game of inches. Um, I'm blessed to be a lanky guy. Excuse me. I am blessed to be a lanky guy, but that doesn't mean that I need to be putting myself at a distance if that's not the goal. If my goal is to get inside and land body shots and land knees and elbows, then when I cut an angle, we still need to be touching, pretty much. I can't move out and then shuffle and create this really big space, almost like that Ali shuffle where he's really far away and he's leaning in on one foot. I need to be sometimes glove to glove. And when I cut that angle, it's like I'm looking from here to looking at the side of his ear, not necessarily from here to looking like behind his head. It's just like I need to make sure everything's tighter rather than these really big motions. Um, yeah, and I'm not worried about giving all this stuff away. So if you're like, damn, he's telling the secrets, like these aren't secrets. Fighting is fighting. There are only so many things you can do inside of a ring. And the ring that we're fighting in is very small, and I've trained in that ring. I think me and the guys from Rogue are the only people to train in that ring. So we'll be at an advantage in general. I need a drink. I'm sorry if that looked disgusting. Some ice got in my mouth. I had to throw it back in. Um, but yeah, this past weekend was our birthday bash, and that was a really good release. 2 weeks out from fight camp. It was yesterday actually. It was our 8th year anniversary at Rogue Combat Club as a standalone gym. I joined in year 3, so wow, I have only been doing this thing. Wait, yeah, huh? Yeah, I've only been doing this thing. Was I year two? I remember getting a shirt at year three. Um, 2019. 6 years? Alright. I've been around a little bit. But yeah, it's our eighth year as a standalone gym. Johnny started the gym in the bottom of Biltmore Fitness, which is probably the best weightlifting gym in town. And they just were in like the basement and gritty and giving each other concussions and broken bones every day. To where we are now, to where um, I was able to reach out to the HEMA dudes. And HEMA is, I can't say the acronym because I don't remember it. Actually, historical. Nope. Yeah, but they're pretty much fight with swords, like the medieval kind of style. Not style. They do that historical fighting. Um, and they're a real gym, and like there are multiple gyms around that do this thing, and I had no fucking idea. But I've been able to get in contact with Bo, who's a really good dude. We talk on a regular these days, which is kind of cool. Um, and be able to just have some guys in that do something completely different that we're all still kind of interested in. Martial arts is martial arts, so being able to see people fight with swords, like, and they have actual records. A dude's like 1-1 fighting a dude that's 2-0, and like they're really going at it because they, this is what they do. This is their sport. This is their martial art. This is their thing. That was very motivating, not just entertaining. Um, and when with their sport, if like a dude's super close to you and like you can hit him with the butt of the sword, or you could take it out of his hand, start punching him, kneeing him, sweep him to the ground, um, and you just see all this shit's the same thing. All of it's the same thing, and that really was a nice break. Um, it is so weird. I am not a burping guy, but every time I go to do this thing, I start burping. It gotta be nerves. Like it gotta be nerves. Um, but yeah. What else did I do different for this fight camp? Um, or just transitioning from amateur to pro. Uh, I cut my fucking hair off, which was the big thing. Cut the locks off, and it was just because ah, why am I putting up my hair 30 times a day? Like, why am I in the middle of a sparring round? Like, yo, let me fix my hair. I'm a fucking killer, bro. Like, I don't need to be worried about that shit. So I went home for my grandma's birthday, her 94th birthday. Shout out Grandma Carter. um, and I got to go see my family's land that I had never really known about, which was so cool. Fucking 20 acres of land. Um, and it was beautiful. It was amazing, and none of it's developed. You know, we just have like maybe 2 acres. You know, and 2 acres cleared. Shout out my uncle. And like a 5 bedroom trailer on there. So I camped outside. I ain't gonna lie. I just wanted to kind of be one with the with my ancestral land. Wore no shoes most of the time. Just really trying to understand my people and feel where I really came from. Um, and we had a really great time, pretty much like a family reunion style. Got to see my family. I drove fucking 3 hours to my girl, then 6 hours home. So it was like I drove 9 goddamn hours. There and 9 back in like fucking 3 days. It was wild. It was wild. So really just trying to I was able to just see my family and like kind of fill my cup and feel like my spirit. Uh and when I got home, the second I got home, I was like, I think that's it, you know, and I just took scissors to my head. I still haven't even got a cut since then, so that's why it's all wacky, bruh. It's like fucking patchy everything. I got a lock pulled out right here a couple years ago, so like that's like I don't think that'll ever grow back normal. But it's a part of the game, bruh. Shit gets caught in Velcro of somebody else's glove. They rip away, it rips my hair out. Yeah, it never grows back the same. Um, but yeah, like I just kind of I felt full. I felt good, and I felt like I felt like the last thing I wanted with my hair was me feeling that way. And all of this hair that I have is kind of like a new version of that. Like this hair that you see now was on that ancestral land. It was in the tent with my little brother, just kind of kicking it, like having heart to heart. Talking to him about just life. Showing him my project fingertips, which was very cool. Uh, I'm very like I think I'm a family dude. I grew up away from my family, but I am very one with my family. I don't know really how to say that in a better way, but yeah, I am a family guy. No Peter, but yeah. So just being able to go there, see that, fill my cup, I felt like that was enough for me to cut my hair off. I don't feel like I didn't feel like I needed it anymore. That was everything I needed with that hair. And now they're coming to my fight, and the next time they'll see me, it will be new hair, new style, and a very someone that they've never probably seen before. Well, they have never seen what I will become in that ring. Um, but that's okay. Uh, they get to see the full fledged. They saw me train when I was down there, but they haven't seen me fight. In the room, they haven't seen what I do to a room when I walk in. They haven't seen so many things, and it's gonna be really nice for them to experience it in what I would consider like my hometown. Asheville. This is my spot. This is where I've learned everything that has to do with martial arts. So for me, this shit matters. And yeah, I'm fighting a dude from Ghana who is in America. Well, maybe he was born here. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Um, and I ain't going to make it like a diaspora war kind of shit because it's not that deep. But yeah, yeah, I'll be fighting a dude that has a few pro fights already, and I'm prepared. Like again, today I ran the fastest mile I've probably ever ran, and that was strictly nasal breathing. Like if I could have breathed through my mouth, like I would have hit under 6, and I may hit under 6 probably 7 days from now. Just knowing what I know about the run, um, starting a little bit faster, finishing a little bit faster. Uh, so yeah. What else have I changed? Damn. I don't know, man. And I don't want to make these episodes boring, but I'm getting like when I don't get questions, it's really hard to kind of just talk about fighting. Because fighting's like the least that I do in my life. Like I've fought 17 times. Plus PKBs. I've probably competed around 30 times in martial arts. So that's like the least thing I've done. I coach that many. I coach how many hours a week? Like 30 hours a week. So coaching and mindset and like that kind of stuff is really where I'm at. Um, Shit, I do have something to say about resources. Um, you only have two resources. They're money and time. And that's what this whole world pretty much revolves around. If I walk somewhere, it's a lot cheaper, but it takes a lot more time. If I buy a car, it's a lot more expensive, but I eat the time away. So like that's all we're trading off with this life. And then the thing is you don't get time back. So like how expensive is your time? Um and that just goes for everything and everyone around you. When it comes to your goals, how much money are you spending and how much time are you spending to not achieve them? Or how much money are you spending and how much time are you spending to achieve them? For me, I have never bought a set of gloves yet. I just got my first pair of new gloves. Shout out my homie for getting me some fresh gloves. Um, but I've never spent money on gear. I've always used trial gear, the dirty gear in the gym for 6 years. Um, are you constantly buying new gear and getting fucking nowhere? Um, like, yeah. Um, and that's how I make so many of these decisions. Um, am I wasting my time or am I wasting my money? And I'll definitely waste money. I'm not like, but I'll give up mad bread for an experience. Like I spend money like every weekend on just walking downtown and buying some shit. Like I don't even have my ring on. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that on the pod. Lauren might be mad at me. But I don't really buy things to like wear necessarily. I haven't bought really new clothes since COVID. Um, this uh brass bracelet, I got that and I haggled the dude down from 50 to like $30. um, but this is like the first time I've bought real jewelry. You know, my homie got this on a cruise when he was in like Mexico or Barbados or some shit, and he got me that. One of my students, Fina, shout out Fina, she made this for me in her welding class. Uh, and then I got this for free. This Juneteenth band. I got that for free on Juneteenth when I was with my lady. So like, are you spending all this money on things and like you don't even like this life? Uh, like, yeah, man. Everything is going to be a trade-off. Do you want to spend the money or do you want to spend the time? Sometimes you just gotta spend the time. Like I've spent countless hours training and $0 on gear. I haven't bought trunks in forever. All of the trunks I've bought since 2020 or 2019 have been Rogue brand shorts. You know, just like, are you doing this shit for the wrong reasons? Um, and again, like being a martial artist is amazing. Like being like, I think I misspoke by constantly saying hobbyist, hobbyist, hobbyist. But like when you're thinking as a fighter, I don't do this as necessarily a hobby. But we are all martial artists. So I was just trying to like make the separation between a fighter and someone that does it every single day, just like for fun. But like you can be a martial artist and and buy all the things and grind. But like when you make that decision to be a fucking fighter, it's not pretty. Like it's not these cute trunks. It's not these cute gear. Like I don't know. And maybe it just comes from like the boxing. Every time you see a boxer, every single fight they have new walkout gear and new shit like that. But if you see Thai guys, like in Muay Thai, these dudes are wearing the same trunks every fight. They have like three pairs of trunks, bro. So just put the time into fighting and not the money if you care about fighting. Um, and maybe even your thing that you do. Like when I was making music full time, bro, like all the time, I bought FL Studio. Like I still own FL Studio. Like that's why I got all this mics and equipment and shit. Like I didn't have to go buy this. When I was fully dedicated to trying to become a rapper, I I was investing, but then I was spending 5 hours a day rapping and making music and recording music and writing raps. Like I even performed. So like that noise was crazy, but maybe it's the ice machine. Um, so yeah, the two resources you have are time and money. Um, ooh, so put your money where your mouth is. It's like, but like use them accordingly. You're gonna trade off somewhere somehow, but use them accordingly. Um, man, this life, I keep saying it, but like this life is just so insane. One of my favorite artists, his name's Poor Teffy, or Kamal, but I'm like looking up at his artwork right now, and he just followed me back on Twitter. And that's just like that's insane. Like my favorite artist that I've been rocking with since 2015, 2016, um, follow me. Uh, and just because I support his art, not even because like I'm so cool, dude. Like he drops some shit, I be commenting like, "Yo, this heat," and he fuck with the supporters. I do want to say thank you though to like all the people that's been like commenting, liking, subscribing. I saw my homie Thomas. He commented on the last video, and that's the dude that I was walking around my neighborhood with when I came up with the Duece Almighty moniker. Like I was literally walking around my neighborhood with my homie T Gram NDE, my homie Thomas. Um, and we was just talking about life, man. We used to live in like a roundabout, not a cul-de-sac, but like the neighborhood was a circle. And we would just walk laps, and I just remember like I think in my you could I don't know why it was like this, but I guess it was like a like rich people like have their don't have blinds, I don't know, but I'm just like we like never had like we had blinds, but they were always up, so you could just see right into our house. But like I was watching, like we were outside in my driveway and we were watching uh Bruce Almighty, and that is also a movie that I remember watching with all of my siblings when I was a kid. So it just kind of like brought back memories. And my name's Deuce. And we're just walking around my neighborhood, and this is like right before my sophomore year. Right before like I made the decision that like, and this is actually when I made the decision. This is it. Um, and I was just like, bro, like I can't be fucking normal no more. And this is when we were on Instagram heavy. Like you posted all day, every day. You would post like what you was doing. You'd post like a funny little. To be honest, you posting like a meme. You was just posting all day long, and that was how it was. It was almost like Twitter, but with pictures. And I'm like, yo, like I need a new Instagram name. Like I need a new nickname. Like what is it like? And like I know that I want to control everything that I know that I'm in control of what the fuck my destiny is. And Bruce Almighty, like it just was right there. Deuce Almighty, it was right there. Something that I had like a attachment to since it was something that I watched with my siblings when I was younger. um Seeing it while I'm walking with my homie, we're talking about life and like who we're gonna be and what we're gonna do. And he actually just got a lift in his garage. He's been working on cars and shit like forever, bro. He used to be rebuilding RC cars in his garage and shit. Like anytime you had something wrong with your car, you like he was the dude. Like I remember seeing him like licking oils, like, man, this isn't this, like antifreeze. I'm like, yo, what? Like, you might die. He like, nah, bro, it's all good. Like, he always had like a dirty white tee on, but it would be like a polo tee. He'd go buy a fucking $60. Back then it was probably like $30, $40 polo tee, and like be having mad stains from working, from working on cars and shit. Hands always dirty, and some Tims or some work boots. Man, shout out shout out Thomas, bro. I fuck with you heavy, man. But now he has a lift in his garage, and he's able to work under cars now. I just seen that last week on Facebook, man. Like we really decided then that we was like, and he already knew he was gonna do that, but like we made these decisions together, like just walking around the neighborhood. It's getting dusk outside, dark outside, and we just like, it's like, bruh, like I don't want to be normal no more. Like, man, I need a new nickname, like Duece Almighty, like, and he was like, yo, the guy fire. So now I got the fucking name, and like that's literally where it stems from. Me and my homie T Gram NDE commented on my last John, so shout out him because he low key one of the biggest reasons I got this nickname, because we was just walking and talking, a little walk and talk around the neighborhood. Um, man, what is life? What is life? Just came back from my homie book sign. He just dropped his book today. Sold out of books today. Like, I'm about to become a pro in 2 weeks. My homie just got his goddamn lift in his garage after all these years. Like, man, like everything is achievable, but you gotta want it and you gotta work for it. Like, my saying is see it, say it, work for it. See it, say it, work for it. See it, say it, work for it. You gotta see it first. You gotta just see yourself knocking that dude out with an elbow. Like, you gotta tell everybody, yo, left elbow. And then you gotta keep working the elbow. You gotta work setups. You gotta work hands into feet, into kicks, into teeps. And then, like, see the hand drop, pow. Like, you gotta like be dirty every day from the grind and be like, this is what I want. Like, and I know this is what I want. You gotta tell people this is what you want. You gotta tell people, but you can't forget the work. Like, you gotta see it, you gotta say it, then you gotta work for it. Those three things are how you attain everything. How you attain everything. Or how I've attained everything, man. Like, those three things saved my life. Just trusting in the vision and then putting the work in, not leaving any stones unturned. Um Shit, I think it's gonna be a quick one today. Man, just believe in your fucking self, man. I become a professional in 13 days. In 13 days. And like, I work hard. I sacrifice a lot. I sacrifice a lot of sleep. Uh, I live fucking 3 hours from my lady, bro. Like, I live 9 hours from my family. Like, I've sacrificed everything. But like, that's what it takes to be great. My pops used to be like, what you gonna sacrifice? Wow, he did used to say that. You gotta sacrifice something. Gotta sacrifice something. Like, I sacrificed everything. Everything. Relationships and like my relationships with my peoples. Like, I sacrificed everything. Just for a chance to be great. Not even knowing if I would be. Like, man, you gotta want this shit, bro. Like, so many people have just hats and all these or like hands in all these different baskets. And I'm not saying you can't, but you gonna sacrifice on one of those fronts, man. And nobody wanna give up comfort. Nobody wanna leave the girl. Nobody wanna leave the hometown. Nobody wanna leave the homies. Nobody wanna leave the money. Like, they just want everything without even like working for it. Like, not saying working for it, but bruh, sacrifice, man, sacrifice. You gonna sacrifice time, Are you gonna sacrifice money? Like, those are the only two resources you got, man. This is episode 5 of the Road to Pro series. My name is Duece Almighty. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. Comment stuff so that I actually know what you want to talk about. I'm deeper than just this fighting shit, bro. See you guys.